Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning Canadian English. This is episode 41, and we are so happy you could join us today.
That's right, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jen. Today we have a very practical and very Canadian topic for you. We're going to talk about something you will almost certainly do if you live in Canada.
Oh yeah, it's a true Canadian experience. We are talking about ordering at Tim Hortons.
Exactly. Tim Hortons is a famous coffee and donut shop here. So today we will teach you the top 5 English phrases you need to know to order with confidence.
I remember my first time ordering at a Tim Hortons. I was so nervous. I think I just pointed at what I wanted.
I think we've all been there. Hopefully, after this episode, our listeners won't have to do that. So, for our listeners who might be brand new to Canada, let's explain what Tim Hortons is. It's a coffee shop, but it's also much more.
It's a fast food chain, maybe the most popular one in all of Canada. They sell coffee, tea, donuts, and sandwiches. It's a huge part of daily life for many Canadians.
It really is. You see them everywhere, in big cities, in small towns, on the highway, and people don't always call it Tim Hortons. It's more than just a coffee shop. It's a Canadian institution. It was founded by a famous hockey player, Tim Horton, back in the 1960s. That connection to hockey makes it feel even more Canadian.
Right, that's a great point, Jen. Many Canadians call it Tim's or Timmy's. It's a bit of slang.
Yes, so you might hear someone say, "I'm going to Tim's for a coffee." It's very common and sounds very natural.
Totally. Using Tim's or Timmy's is a good way to sound like you've been here for a while. It's a friendly, casual way to talk about it.
Okay, so let's get into our first phrase. You're at the front of the line and the cashier says, "Hi, what can I get for you?" What do you say, Mike?
The most common and polite way to start your order is by saying, "Can I get a," or "I'll have a."
Right, it's much better than saying, "I wanna." That can sound a little bit rude or too direct in English.
Exactly. Politeness is key. So you could walk up and say, "Hi, can I get a medium coffee and a donut, please?"
Perfect. Let's use a really Canadian example. A very, very common order is a double-double.
Ah, yes, the famous double-double. We have to explain this.
We do. A double-double is a coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugars. So you can say, "Can I get a medium double-double, please?"
And the staff will know exactly what you mean. You don't have to say 2 creams and 2 sugars. The phrase does the work for you.
And if you don't want 2 of each, you can ask for a regular coffee, which is 1 cream and 1 sugar, or just black, which means no cream or sugar at all.
Right. So to review, our first phrase is, "Can I get a," or "I'll have a." It's the perfect way to start your order politely. Okay, so after you've said your order, let's say a medium double-double and an apple fritter donut, the cashier will very likely ask you a question.
A very common question.
They will ask, "Is that for here or to go?"
This is our second key phrase. Let's break it down. For here means you plan to sit down and eat inside the Tim Hortons.
And to go means you're taking it with you. You're going to leave the restaurant with your food and drink.
Right, so you just need to answer one or the other. You can say, "For here, please," or "To go, thanks." It's that simple.
Yeah, very simple. Sometimes they might shorten the question. They could just say, "For here or to go." You just have to listen for those key words.
Exactly. It's a simple question, but if you're not expecting it, it can be confusing. So just remember, are you staying or are you leaving? For here or to go? All right, let's move on to phrase number 3. This isn't one that you say, but one that you will hear.
It's about making choices.
Right. Tim's has a lot of options. So if you order something general like a donut or a bagel, the cashier will need more information.
Exactly. They will ask, what kind of, for example, if you say, I'll have a donut, please, they will probably reply, sure, what kind of donut?
And then you have to choose from the ones they have, like a Boston cream or a honey cruller or a maple dip.
Another really common one is with bagels. Let's do a little role play, Mike. I'll be the customer.
Hello, welcome to Tim Hortons.
Hi, can I get a bagel, please?
Of course. What kind of bagel would you like? We have plain, everything, and sesame seed.
An everything bagel, please.
Would you like that toasted?
Yes, please.
And with butter or cream cheese?
Just butter, thanks.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's all. Thanks.
So, as you can hear, there can be a few follow-up questions. What kind of bagel? Toasted, butter, or cream cheese?
Yes, the key is not to feel nervous. Just listen for that phrase, what kind of, and be ready to make a choice. And it's okay to say, what kinds do you have, if you're not sure.
That's a fantastic tip. It's perfectly okay to ask for your options, so don't be afraid to ask. Okay, moving on to our fourth phrase. This one is very useful if you are buying for your family, friends, or coworkers. It's for ordering in larger quantities.
Right, and this is where we need to talk about one of the most famous Tim's items, Timbits.
Yes, Timbits are basically little balls of donut. They are the piece of dough that is cut out of the middle of a regular donut.
And they are delicious. You don't buy them one by one, you buy them in a box.
Exactly. So you would use our phrase, I'd like a box of. You can get a 10-pack, which is a small box with 10 Timbits, or a 20-pack, or even a 50-pack.
A 50-pack? Wow, that's for a party.
Haha, definitely. Now, when you order a box, you'll have to choose the kinds you want. Or if you want a mix of different kinds, you can use a very helpful word, assorted.
Assorted.
So you can say, can I get a 20-pack of assorted Timbits, please? This tells the cashier to give you a variety of the different types they have.
This works for regular donuts too. Donuts are often sold by the half dozen, which is 6, or a dozen, which is 12. So you can say, I'd like a box of a dozen assorted donuts.
Perfect. So remember the phrase, I'd like a box of, and the magic word, assorted, when you're treating your friends.
Okay, we've reached our fifth and final phrase for today. You've ordered your coffee, your bagel, and your Timbits. You're almost done. The cashier will then ask something to confirm you are finished.
Right. They'll likely say, is that everything for you, or will that be all today?
Both of those mean the same thing. Have you finished ordering?
Exactly. And your answer is usually very simple. If you are finished, you can say, yes, that's everything, thanks. Or, yep, that'll be all.
What if you forgot something, Mike? It happens.
It does. If you forgot something, you can say, oh, and could I also get, for example, oh, and could I also get a bottle of water, please?
That's a great way to add something to your order. After you confirm that you're done, the cashier will tell you the total price.
They'll say something like, okay, your total is $8.50. Then you just need to pay. You can say, I'll pay with debit or on credit, please, to let them know how you're paying.
And that's it. You've successfully ordered at Tim Hortons.
All right, so let's do a very quick recap of our 5 key phrases for ordering at Tim Hortons.
Good idea.
Number 1, to start your order politely, you say, can I get a, or I'll have a.
Number 2, to answer where you'll be eating, you'll respond to the question, for here or to go.
Number 3, When you need to make a choice, listen for the question, what kind of?
Number 4. For ordering for a group, use the phrase, I'd like a box of, and remember the word assorted.
Is that everything for you?
Those are really the essentials. If you know those 5 phrases, you will have a much easier and less stressful time ordering at Tim's.
Absolutely. And remember, everyone, Tim Hortons staff are usually very friendly. If you're nervous or don't understand, it's okay to speak slowly or ask them to repeat the question. Practice makes perfect.
That's so true. Well, that is all the time we have for today. We hope this episode helps you on your next Tim's run.
Thanks so much for listening to episode 41 of Learning Canadian English. You can find transcripts of our episodes and more learning resources on our website.
Join us next time for another lesson. Until then, take care and keep practicing.